Greetings, greetings, and welcome to another day of Storytime with Dr. Tinsley. I guess I'm a couple of minutes late today. It's about 5:03, but nevertheless, here we are. And here I am with Storytime with you. I hope all is doing well this day. I hope everyone is finding something exciting to do at home, something stimulating to do, something meaningful to do. And welcome to another day of Storytime. Hi, Aunt Carol. I hope all is well in your world. So beginning today, I'm going to read one story because I'm actually running out of books. I've given so many of my children's books away, and I want to be able to do this read aloud as long as schools are shut down. So to be able to extend the length of time that I'll be able to do it, I'm going to read one book a day, but it'll still be 7 days a week at 5 o'clock. So let's begin. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine in the stories that I read every day. Welcome. Hi, thank you. I'm well, and I hope you are. And good afternoon, Catherine, to you as well. So the story today is Mirandy and Brother Wind, and the author is Patricia McKissack, and it's illustrated by Jerry Pinkney. Jerry Pinkney is one of my favorite illustrators. He uses beautiful, soft watercolors. Mirandy and Brother Wind. This is a book I've had for a long time. It was one of my favorites, I think, 1988. So this is when I first started becoming a public school teacher, when I bought this book. I'm going to read you the author's note. One of our family treasures is a rare picture of my grandparents dated 1906, 5 years before they were married. They were teenagers at the time and had just won a cakewalk. As winners, they'd been awarded an elaborately decorated cake. First introduced in America by slaves, the cakewalk is a dance rooted in Afro-American culture. It was performed by couples who strutted and pranced around a large square, keeping time with fiddle and banjo music. As the dancers paraded by doing flamboyant kicks and complicated swirls and turns, the elders judged them on appearance, grace, precision, and originality of moves. The winning couple took home a cake. It's never been difficult for me to imagine my grandparents strutting around a square with their backs arched, their toes pointed, and their heads held high. They were full of life's joys, especially Mama. Pop-Up used to say he believed Mama had captured the wind. I believed it too. So Mirandy and Brother Wind. Swish, swish. It was spring and Brother Wind was back. He come high, stepping through ridgetop, dressed in his finest and trailing that long silvery wind cape behind him. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Sure wish Brother Wind could be my partner at the junior cakewalk tomorrow night, said Mirandy, her face pressed against the cool cabin window. Then I'd be sure to win. My dear smile. There's an old saying that whoever catch the wind can make him do their bidding. I'm going to, said Mirandy, and she danced around the room, dipping, swinging, turning, wheeling. This is my first cakewalk, and I'm a dance with the wind. When the sky turned morning pink, Mirandy set out to capture Brother Wind. Grandma Beasley was out back feeding her chickens when Mirandy came up asking all excited, "Do you know how to catch Brother Wind? I want to make him my partner at the cakewalk tonight." Grandma Beasley studied on the notion. "Can nobody put shackles on Brother Wind, child? He be special. He be free." Mirandy asked all her neighbors the same question, but nobody seemed to have an answer. I'm going to get him yet, she said, turning round and round in the yard. Get who? She didn't even have to look around to know it was that clumsy boy, Easel. Mirandy didn't answer but walked toward the road. Easel came to, walking backward to face her. He was sure to trip any minute, and he did. Why you been asking everybody how to catch the wind? My dear told me whoever catch the wind can make him do their bidding. I want him to be my partner at the cakewalk tonight. But I thought I... After a moment, Easel flashed his good-natured smile. His eyes sparkled like sun glints on branch water. He said, what do you think Orlinda would say if I asked her to be my partner? Orlinda? Skinny Orlinda? Ask her and find out, said Mirandy, and she strutted away. At the corner store, Mr. Jessup told Mirandy that a great aunt of his from Ypsilanti, Mississippi, said to put black pepper in Brother Wind's footprints. That would make him sneeze. While he's busy sneezing, slip up behind and throw a quilt over him. Mirandy rushed home and got the black pepper mill and one of my dear's quilts. Wasn't long before Brother Wind came strolling through the meadow, his wind cape hovering gentle-like over the grasses. Sneaking up behind him, Mirandy commenced the grinding pepper. Then she threw the quilt, but whoosh, Brother Wind was gone. Mirandy was still sneezing when she told Easel what happened. I could have told you the wind don't leave footprints, he said as he milked the family cow. He was sure to spill some, and he did. Mirandy sneezed again. Did you ask Orlinda about being your partner, she said, changing the subject. Sure did. And she said, I don't care what she said, Mirandy interrupted and rushed away. Following the creak downstairs, Mirandy came to Mrs. Poinsettia's whitewashed cottage. Talk had it that Miss Poinsettia wasn't a for real conjure woman like the ones in New Orleans, but didn't nobody mess with her just in case talk was wrong. Miss Poinsettia welcomed Mirandy inside. Your people don't approve of conjure. Why you come here, she said. Mirandy figured if Miss Poinsettia was on her conjure, she ought to know why. But not wanting to appear sassy, she answered, I need a potion to help me catch Brother Wind so he'll be my partner at the cakewalk. The woman shook her head. Then she switched over to a cupboard, her jewelry jingling and jangling, and the colorful scarf sewn to her dress fluttering about. In a quick minute, she returned with an old book. Mirandy put the words in her head as Miss Poinsettia read them. I'm ever grateful, said Mirandy, but all I have is payment on my Christmas and birthday nickels. Consider me well paid if you wear these when you dance tonight, and I guarantee you'll be the prettiest girl there. And Miss Poinsettia gave Mirandy 2 of her see-through scarves. Mirandy hurried home. Like the conjure spell said, she found a crock bottle, washed it in water from the rain barrel, and poured in a measure of cider. Then she made her way to the big willow down by the branch and set the bottle on the tree's north side. Nothing left to do but wait. 4 long Brother Woods came out the woods. Excuse me. 4 long Brother Wind came out the woods. Mirandy had never seen a body stand so tall or hold his head so high. The conjure was working. He smelled the cider. With a big whoosh, he jumped into the bottle. I got you. Mirandy pushed in the cork and danced round and round. But when she looked, Brother Wind was on the other side of the branch, bent over laughing. Then flicking the tail of the wind cape, he vanished. Swoosh! How did you get in and out of that bottle so fast? She asked Ezel at the woodpile. How did he get in and out so fast? He pulled the wrong log and the whole pile had come crashing down on him. Mirandy was helping him restack it. What am I going to do? Ezel laughed. Looks like you're going to need a partner. Mirandy got purely upset. You laughing, but just wait. I'll catch him yet, she shouted and left in a huff. The cakewalk was only a few hours away, and Mirandy was moping on the front porch swing when Brother Wind swooped over the hedges, kicking up dust. He leaped over the lilacs, around the snowball tree, and into the barn. While he was inside shaking the rafters and scaring my dear's hens, Mirandy slipped up quiet like and slammed the door. No way for him to get out because Pa had stuffed all the cracks. I got you, she said, clapping her hands. Now you got to do whatever I ask. At dusk, the neighbors from the ridge started gathering at the schoolhouse, everybody dressed in their Sunday best. The fiddler stood in one corner, and Grandma Beasley and the other elder folks sat in the judges' seats. Elder Thomas brought in 2 big triple-decker cakes, one for the junior cakewalk winners and the other for the grown-up winners. Somebody drew a big square in the middle of the floor, and the cakewalk jubilee began. First thing, Olinda came siding up to Mirandy asking, who gonna be your partner? Mirandy tried not to act excited. He's real special. Then she added, I wish you and Ezel luck. Y'all gonna need it. Me and Ezel? Girl, don't be silly. He asked, but I wouldn't dance with that old clumsy boy for nothing, she said, fanning herself. Why, he can't even now walk and breathe at the same time. I don't want him tripping over my feet in front of the whole county. And the girls laughed. Mirandy put her hands on her hips and moved right in close to Olinda. You just hush making fun of Ezel. You hear, she said quiet like, he's my friend. And it just so happens we gonna win that cakewalk. And she tossed her head in the air and hurried away. Outside, Mirandy wondered why she said such a tomfool thing. She caught Brother Wind. Ezel couldn't be a partner, but an idea came. Brother Wind, she called, you still in there? The barn door rattled and almost shook off its hinges. I'm ready with my wish. She whispered it, then hurried to find Ezel. Weeks passed, and still rich folk talked about how Mirandy and Ezel had won the junior cakewalk. That night they pranced round and round, cutting corners with style and grace. Swish, swish. And when the music had changed to a fast gait, they arched their back, kicked up their heels, and reeled from side to side. Swoosh, swoosh. Folks still talked about how Mirandy was a picture of pretty, dressed in yellow with 2 colorful scarves tied round each wrist. And everybody agreed Ezel had never stood taller or held his head higher. When Grandma Beasley had seen Mirandy and Ezel turning and spinning, moving like shadows in the flickering candlelight, she threw on back her head, laughed, and said, them chillin' is dancing with the wind. And that, my dear listeners, is the story of Mirandy and Brother Wind. Well, one lesson from the story is not to talk about people. You see how the Mirandy stood up for her friend Ezel, even though she knew he was clumsy and awkward. But when other people talked about him, he was her friend and she stood up for him. And that's an important thing for us to know and practice. Not only children, but adults as well. Because a lot of people are what we call haters and they talk about people. So it's good to be a friend and to be a true friend. Thank you all for listening. Hi, Aunt Carol. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Esther. Hi, Sue. And I don't know whoever else may be logged on or have watched the story. You're welcome. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a blessed day. The sun is still shining. In the midst of all the chaos, life goes on. Trees are blooming. Flowers are coming up. People are transitioning and it's sad and we will miss them and we will remember them. But at the same token, babies are being born and life is becoming anew. So the cycle continues and I'm thankful that we're all a part of it. So with that said, be well and I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same station, 5 o'clock. Peace.